Prophetic omnipresence is one of the highest dimensions and the deeper dimensions in the prophetic realms, which is available for every believer to tap into. This is the ability to supernaturally know what is going on in different parts of the earth. The ability to know what is going on in Asia, in Europe, in Africa, everywhere at the same time. It is when the individual has grown in the prophetic to understand he becomes a territorial commander, a principality in an environment. So nothing happens in that environment without his knowledge. It's like the eyes of the man is everywhere. Before anything happens, the Spirit of God will walk to him and inform him and tell him this is what is going to happen in this environment. And few people actually enter and access that dimension. One of the people that accessed those dimensions were Prophet William Branham. Prophet William Branham was in the prophetic omnipresence, where heaven and hell is visible to the man. He lived in an open vision where the spiritual world is visible, just like the way the physical world is visible. These prophets don't need to pray. They don't need to fast. They don't need to turn up or charge their spirit to be able to hear. As a matter of fact, they live in that realm. They hear from that realm. They operate from that realm. That is their realm. Just like the physical realm is your realm. And when you are somewhere in your house, nothing is hidden from you. Nothing happens physically that takes you by surprise. Why? You see things physically. That is what happened with these prophets, the prophetic omnipresence. When people are in that dimension, they also operate from that realm. And this is what we said, prophesying with your eyes open. And I prophesy with my eyes open. These people, the spirit realm is their realm. That's where they dwell. That's where they live. There are many people who operate from funny small realms, and they normally claim that they are prophesying with their eyes open. It's not true. It's not actually true. Because if you meet a man who is operating in the prophetic omnipresence, you will know, because the way they have control over environments. Even football game, they can tell you the winner. Village football game, they are able to tell you that this one will win and this one will not win. It is a growth. You grow into that dimension. And when you get to that dimension, you have access to information you are interested in and those you are not interested in. You have access to all this information. And so these people, it is impossible to be a local champion with this dimension of the prophetic grace. It makes you a global icon. It makes you a global prophet, because you can be here and then all of a sudden the Spirit will carry you to the United States of America. Whilst you are here, it is also like you are in the United States of America. And this is where prophets are able to stay in one place and yet they are able to travel everywhere at the same time. You see them prophesying about Asia, prophesying about China, prophesying about America, prophesying about Australia. And one of the prophets that were in that dimension was Prophet TB Joshua. Those who are operating in prophetic omnipresence are no longer dealing with individuals. These are people God don't do anything until he reveals it to them. God has a plan. He's about to do something in the United States of America. He will walk to these people and say, this is what I'm about to do. Because they are present everywhere. In the realm of the Spirit, they are presented and they represent everywhere. So these people, they may not be Americans, but they represent America in the realm of the Spirit. Physically, they are Ghanaians, but spiritually, they represent America, represent Australia, represent China, represent everywhere. So God began to reveal these places to them. It is a dimension on itself. And every believer can tap into that God's grace of omnipresence and prophesy. Because the realm of the Spirit knows no distance. You can bring the person in question right in front of you, wherever you are or wherever the person is. That is prophetic omnipresence, where you are able to see people. It doesn't matter where they are, you are also there. When we are prophesying and we begin to describe people, where they are coming from, whatever they are doing and everything, do you know that those moments, the people are not normally far away? The person may even be very far. It doesn't matter which part of the world the person is. As far as you are seeing the person in the realm of the Spirit, the person is not far. He's right in front of you. That is what normally happens in the spirit world. Why? Because the realm of the Spirit knows no distance. There is the prophetic omnipresence. There is another prophetic dimension called the prophetic resurrection, which is by divine transportation, where, like Ezekiel said in Ezekiel 37, he said, the Spirit of the Lord carried me into a valley of what? Dry bones. So which means he was carried there. So in the divine transportation is when your spirit is being carried to a different environment. You are being carried. But when we come to omnipresent, you are not carried. You are where you are and you still see at that place. You are where you are and you can still see there. Ezekiel was carried. One of the things you should understand is that God operates with the prophetic omnipresence. He sees here from there. He sees there from here. He sees there from here, but Ezekiel was transported divinely. Prophetic omnipresence is the realm in which God operates, and it is through omnipresence that he governs. He governs through omnipresence, he controls through omnipresence, and he administers through omnipresence the affairs of the universe through omnipresence. So God don't need to come to Bolga to see what is happening in Bolga. He sees Bolga from where he is. He sees China from where he is. He sees America from where he is. Anywhere he wants to see, he sees that place from where he is. That is prophetic omnipresence. Prophets that operate from this dimension are governors. They govern. They are ambassadors. They can decide on behalf of God. I'm telling you the truth, and I want to say this. Prophets that operate from the prophetic omnipresence, they remove kings and they put in kings. They can remove president and put in presidents. They can say they don't like a president, and that president will be dethroned. They can anoint an ordinary person, and that ordinary person becomes a president. That is the Samuel dimension of the prophetic. One of the prophets that operated from that dimension were also Prophet Samuel. Prophetic omnipresence. He knows things. Carry that dimension to understand that when you come under his presence, you prophesy just by coming under what? His presence. That is prophetic omnipresence. People know things. Prophets like this must be respected, even if you don't like them. When they are against you, the earth is against you. When they prophesy against you, the earth will bear witnesses against you. The reality of God's omnipresence is unveiled in Jeremiah 23. There is a prophet I know some of you may not like, but the Lord have exalted him. Last time I talked about him, and one person told me that he will never join my sessions again. I said I don't care. But the truth actually is that God have exalted that man and put him in a realm this generation will live to remember. I'm serious. And his Prophet Hubert Angel. Now, this man, Prophet Hubert Angel, carried this dimension called prophetic omnipresence. God have singled that man and put him in a realm where he's able to oversee the affairs of men as a prophet on earth. He has that grace. And sometimes you can see them manifesting in him. We just have to agree. I don't care about people, individual issues. But the truth is that when God promotes a man, you just leave it like that. Now, Jeremiah 23 verses 24. God asked Jeremiah a rhetorical question. What was it? He said, can a man hide himself in a hiding place so that I do not see him? Do I not feel the heavens and the earth? David concurs with what? This divine truth and said, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I make up my bed in Sheol, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the outermost part of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall what? Hold me. Psalms 139 verse 7. There's nowhere you can hide from the Lord. So there are prophets you cannot hide from them. One of the things you should understand is that, it is a dimension of God. Even phone call can connect you to the prophet. So David said, where can I hide from your presence? Even if I decide to ride on the wings of what? The morning and around the sea, you are there. Why? Because there's no place that I can hide from what? Your presence. The greater truth is that not only is God omnipresent, but he is also what? Omniscient, all-knowing, and omnipotent, all-powerful. Yeah, God knows. Sometimes God don't have to see. He knows. And the knowing realm is one prophets that have tapped into that realm. The knowing realm is one of the deepest dimensions of the prophetic realm, where the prophet knows things. Like you are not seeing, where you know things. You know the name of the person, you know the address, you know the problem, you know when God is bringing him or her out of the issue, you know the husband, you know the wife. It is a knowing realm where a prophet have walked with God, moved with God, dined with God to understand. The prophet know things in his environment. You just know. You know that. It is an all-knowing. But no prophet is all-powerful. You cannot be all-powerful. Because Paul said we see in part and we prophesy in what? In part. God always put that card on a man so that the man will know that he's a man. Prophet William Branham, who operated in this dangerous dimension, the funny thing is that the man died in a car accident. How didn't he see his accident coming? A man that operated in dangerous prophetic realms, prophetic omnipresence, dangerous prophetic realms, that you don't hide things from him, yet he died in a car accident. He and the wife. So he has to lay the hands on the wife and pray for the wife, and the wife recovered and he died. You know why? Because sometimes God just wants to let us know that as long as we are men, we are limited. But the truth is that there is a realm you can operate that comes closer to the realm of God. So as a prophet, if you have the prophetic omnipresence and the prophetic omniscience, you are not supposed to be local. It is a dimension that takes you outside the boundaries and the jurisdiction of your environment. It is an anointing that makes you popular. My prayer for you is that after today, may this dimension make you popular. Amen. Popularity is not bad. It is what we do with popularity that is bad. But popularity is not bad. Some people say, people want to be popular. It's not bad. Jesus was popular. And the reason why people gathered in his crusade was because he was popular. So it's not bad to be popular. God wants you to be popular. And God wants you to be known everywhere. Because as you are known, the gospel is easily preached.